This is Optimal Living Daily Relationships, episode 181. Love is All There Is by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to OLD Relationships. I'm your host, Joss Marie, and this is the show where I narrate to you from some of the best relationship blogs in the world every weekday free of charge. Hard to believe it's the first already, and what a year 2017 was. Talon learned how to walk, he turned 1, we spent a long weekend in Breckenridge with old friends, followed by a week in Hilton Head with the Rankinen family. We traveled to LA so Lee could attend a podcast conference, and brought Talon to Disneyland for the first time. Mama and Dada hit up Amsterdam, and Talon got a wooden choo-choo train for Christmas. What a year. While there were a lot of highlights, we also had some upsets. Talon managed to lose his front tooth, and we lost my grandma about halfway through the year. We sure do miss her, and as promised, we carried on the family Christmas tradition by re-gifting her antiques and earthenware. We love you, Grandma. Also, I just want to let everyone know that Optimal Living Daily is doing a special week in celebration of the new year. Justin Mullock is actually going to be having guest narrators each day this week. To check the episodes out, just search for Optimal Living Daily from wherever you're listening to this show, or come by oldpodcast.com/listen. But for now, let's get down to our post of the day and start optimizing your life. Love is All There Is by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. Quote, "If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing." The 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Do you ever wonder what it would take to heal the problems and suffering in our world? Do you even dare to ask the question out loud? I ask this because we live in a world where asking and sincerely seeking answers to this question may cause others to label you as unsophisticated or naive. If you say the answer is love, you risk being challenged with a version of, "You just don't know how the world works." It's acceptable to talk about love in our private lives, in love songs or in romance novels. But when it comes to workplace issues, politics, race, poverty, and other weighty subjects, love virtually does not exist. We may talk about kindness, compromise, and tolerance, but not love. In the end, love is thought to have almost no practical value when it comes to solving real worldly challenges. Love is all we've got. What if we've got this all wrong? What if love was much bigger than our widely held notions of strong feelings of attachment, affection, or attraction? What if love is our only option? What if love is all there is? Motivated by my desire to understand a world that seems to be growing ever more fractured and divided, I've asked myself, what is the essence of love? Then I ran into these words from Marianne Williamson. Quote, "Love is the only ultimate. All else is a hallucination of the mortal mind." Unquote. It was then that I realized that the question I was asking was too small. Love doesn't have essence. Love is essence itself. When we push love to the margins, what we have left is a world of illusion. All the things we count as important are literally nothing. Practical love. If we accept this as true, then all of a sudden, love goes from being a fringe subject to being the most practical and pressing thing that we must all grapple with in all areas of life. The reality of love, first and foremost, shows us that we are all intimately connected to each other. All of the categories we use to divide and separate ourselves are pure illusion. In her newest book, Tears to Triumph, Williamson writes, quote, "An idea doesn't leave its source. Therefore, whatever I think about you, I am thinking about myself. In attacking you, I am attacking myself. And in forgiving you, I am forgiving myself." End quote. Love understands the power of incentives. If you desire peace and happiness, you must work to bring peace and happiness to others. This is not mere selfish motivation, but a willingness to participate in reality. And reality will not allow us to stand idly by, indifferent to the stark choice presented by love. Either we're participating in reality or in illusion. There is nothing in between. Seeing things how they truly are. The late Jesuit father Anthony de Mello contended that we love only when we're able to see things as they truly are. He said, quote, "What does it mean to love? It means to see a person, a situation, a thing as it really is, not as you imagine it to be, and to give it the response it deserves. You can hardly be said to love what you do not even see. And what prevents from seeing? Our conditioning, our concepts, our categories, our prejudices, our projections, the labels that we have drawn from our cultures and our past experiences. Seeing is the most arduous thing that a human can undertake, for it calls for a disciplined, alert mind. But most people would much rather lapse into mental laziness than take the trouble to see each other, each thing in its present moment of freshness." End quote. Awareness, pages 161 and 162. I think this is the real reason why we shy away from love, because deep inside, we know it's the most arduous thing we can ever undertake. But what choice do we have? Make your love visible. We love when we are willing to fully participate in the all-encompassing reality of love. This is our sole purpose. Anything we think, say, or do that affirms this reality is ultimately life-giving. May we have the courage to extend love to family, friends, acquaintances, strangers, and our enemies. May we extend warm smiles to each other, listen to each other, understand each other, and forgive each other. May we see more clearly the eternal truth that we are one, bound tightly together by the cords of love. You just listened to the post titled, "Love is All There Is" by Cylon George of spirituallivingforbusypeople.com. Thank you to Cylon for letting us share this post with you today. It couldn't be more fitting. And good luck to everyone out there who may be working on New Year's resolutions. Also, if you'd like to check out Optimal Living Daily to hear from any of the special guest narrators this week, just search for Optimal Living Daily from wherever you're listening to this show, or come by oldpodcast.com/listen. And that's all I've got for you today. Have a wonderful new year, be safe, and remember to come on back again tomorrow to hear a post from Dr. Diana Kirshner, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.